Oh, you guys know I was going to cover this, alright. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review the detailed content warnings? Would you like to review the detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings anytime. No. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Oh man. My experience with this game. I don't know if this is just the base game at first. It might be. It might just be. In which case, I don't mind replaying the whole game all over again. Just to say. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going into this completely blind, by the way. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Yeah, I think this is just the basic game so far. That girl's Sayuri, my neighborhood and good friend since we were children. My neighbor and neighborhood, you know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I wonder why. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sighed and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I just need to reach one thing. Okay. Should be good to go. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Morgan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it into you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Morgan, have you decided on a club to join in? Club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining clubs. In any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Yeah, she does work her, does a good job on that bundle of sunshine. I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Should not use that word. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sarah wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the class, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. You know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayuri? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware if she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. There was no anime club back in my school. Now to think about it, I didn't even know there was any. Yeah, there had to be. There had to be, but I didn't see any. I'm just too busy just doing my own thing, I guess. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing a new member. And that's gonna make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's a pleasure meeting you too, girl one. Sayuri is always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. It's good to see you again, Monika. Ah, Morgan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both of you. That sounds like Yuri and Monika, is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again, Morgan. Monika smiles sweetly. That she does. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her small face of genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika? Come sit down, Morgan. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. It's been a long time since I played the base game. Like, it really has. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talked with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but noticing her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Hate them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah? But that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I'm getting flashbacks of Fallen Angel. I really need to finish uploading that. But that game, I'm so embarrassed to upload it though. That's just the thing. Well, well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, but Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. But make sure you feel right at home, okay? As parents of a literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Oh my god. My voice is really iffy today. Excuse me, hang on. My balls aren't going to drop for a third time, are they? Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Not mine. I'll be right back. I need to do something very quickly. Alright, and I am back. Apologies for that. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Monika, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Okay. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story of such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. And about knives, I assume, right? I'm kidding. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might be as well having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if it's a story that makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. You've been reading those isekai light novels, haven't you? Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Morgan? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been in my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sawyer may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, then... I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Man... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I paid in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sawyer wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika comes over, looks over at me. I wish. Oh, God. Monika looks over at me, what's it for? Well, Baron, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Baron, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sire and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole day my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Still no Monika, eh? I could go with whoever, actually. Should I do that though? Because I've gotten all the endings in the base game. I've gotten the good ending, the one with Yuri, Sayuri, and Natsuki. So, but I don't. If I'm being completely honest, I don't remember the endings. I don't remember how I did it. So. Alright. I don't know. Okay. Should I just go? I'll just go for Natsuki though. Vanilla. Or should I just go for like all the other ones? Just mix it around, why not? Sugar. Super into Sparkle. Daisy. Lollipop. With Climax. Amazing. Russian. Let's go with lipstick. With unrestrained. I'm just mixing everything around here. I don't know. I don't remember if this is good or not. It's been so long since I played the base game. With extreme. Dimple. Right. Hey, Sonny. Cry. Goodbye. Okay. Hi again, Morgan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Morgan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment thing for you. Taking your dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sari told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's because you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki, find yourself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Morgan always gets it the best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Morgan can become good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sari? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, it doesn't sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Excuse me. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? It's Yuri, what do you expect? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression as she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Oh, I guess I favored Natsuki in this case. You seem to be annoying. No flaw. I don't think that, but annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I got a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Our Fate Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through that. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Monika. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Fate Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's excitingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? Ah, I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Wrong choosing of words, bud. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet. So I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's just about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when you get into all of their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. What the fuck was that? Did that show up on the... or did that... Oh, I hope that went into the recording, but it's like a blop sound or something like that. I don't know. It threw me off. Yeah, I might just finish this scene and then we could wrap up the video here. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Or what's that supposed to mean? Well, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Alright. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Oh, excuse me. Since you enjoy baking too, right? that's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. It's in a manga. I felt bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? This... is it this? I don't remember which key it is. Oh god, I hope it didn't stop anything. I don't remember what key it is. Oh well. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach the, what do you call it, the end of the scene without the video being too long or anything like that, so I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, I am super excited for a new DDLC game. I've been waiting for this for a long time, so I'm really glad it's here. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Take care. Let me do that again. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. That's better.